Hey, hold on, Ichiban. What's all this about going to Osaka?
Turns out Arakawa-san needs some help. My help. Mitsu just called me and said Arakawa-san's already on his way to Sotenbori.
But why Osaka?
I don't know. I didn't bother to ask.
You realize Sotenbori is where the Omi Alliance is headquartered. You'll be screwed if your cover gets blown. Think about that, would you?
All I need to think about is that Arakawa-san said he needs me. He's going to Osaka, so I'm going to Osaka. I don't care what anyone says about it.
He gets like this, Tadachi-san.
Then there's no point stopping him, is there? Loyalty is admirable, but jeez.
Ichiban, what about Ijincho? The election's coming up. We helped you make all that money to fight Ryo Aoki. Now you're just gonna leave us hanging?
Not at all. We got the 3 million yen we needed. And I'm gonna go give it to the Seiryu clan right now.
We may have the money, but that hasn't solved our lack of a candidate. Certainly a necessary element of the plan.
Didn't Chairman Hoshino say he'd take care of it? Don't worry. He's the kind of guy who keeps his word. If we give him the cash, he'll do the rest.
If you say so. Safe travels, then.
Hey, don't encourage him to do such dangerous things. Kasuga, if you really are leaving, we're coming with you.
Sounds good to me. I've never been to Osaka.
Guys, I'm not going there as a tourist. I'm going straight into the Lion's Den. Assuming Adachi-san is right and that's where the Yomi home base is. You guys don't need to get involved. This is personal for me.
Come on, man. After all we've been through, aren't we friends?
Of course. I'm saying this because we're friends. If something happens to me out there, you gotta finish what we started.
Still sounds like a load of crap to me.
Well, think what you want. But we got the 3 million yen, and I'm taking it to Hoshino. I'll see all of you around.
Kasuga-san!
I was wondering if anyone would show up, but didn't expect it to be you. Aren't you busy? Should you really be drinking right now?
I'll drink whenever the hell I want to drink, Zhao. And don't forget, I was a regular at this place before you were.
Oh, is that how you want to play it? Okay, well, if we're doing that, then who's the newcomer in Ijin show, Kasuga? You or me?
Fair point.
Man, this whole schooling you as your senpai thing sure is embarrassing.
Yeah, you win.
Anyway, sit down, yeah?
You know, when we're out drinking like this, it's hard to imagine you ever being the leader of a gang.
Everyone's the same once you strip off the mask they put on for work. Rich, poor, leader, follower, whatever. You never know what people are really like.
Right. You can't judge someone just by looks alone. The important part is what's on the inside.
You catch on fast, Kasuga-kun.
Yeah, I'm just stating the obvious, man.
Gotta look at someone's character to see whether they'd be a good leader or not. All jokes aside, there's this whole idea of being next in line just because you're the boss's son. No logic in it, but it's always there.
Yeah, can't choose who your parents are. But still, wasn't there some way you could have given up the throne? Not everybody's cut out to run a gang. Nothing wrong with that. And I'm sure somebody else would have stepped up if you had stepped down. Most important thing in any group is the leader being a good fit.
I don't know if I was a good fit or not, but I was a pretty sharp kid back then. If I put my mind to it, I could excel at pretty much anything. Sports, school, all that shit. And I don't remember losing any fights either. I was a lot craftier than the other kids.
Sounds like you were pretty talented.
I just didn't give a flying fuck, that's all. Guess that's what happens when you're good at everything.
Real modest, aren't you?
Up until I swapped places with my old man, we were always fighting with our rivals in Chinatown. But after their boss, Lau Ka Long, bit the big one, the Ijin 3 got their stalemate going.
Your rivals from Chinatown. Are you talking about the Snake Flower Triad? Heard they were pretty crazy.
They pulled out of Japan a long time ago. There's not many of them left.
Oh, so you became the leader of the Yokohama Lumong after the Snake Flower Triad was out of the picture.
Just about. Had to have been almost 10 years ago. Honestly, the whole thing was a pain in the ass. Ogi Kubo let me in on the whole counterfeit bills thing right away. Also told me about how the stalemate in Ijin show was rigged from the start.
Man, still can't hardly believe that.
The only people in the Lumong that knew about that were my dad and the old guard. The new boys kept saying they wanted to move in and take over, but it was always up to me to keep them on their leashes. Then it was no ambition this and a weak-ass bitch that. Sounds like a fun job, eh?
Haven't seen this side of you before, Zhao. You're really starting to open up and let loose. How many have you had?
It's not like I gotta worry about the gang anymore, so I'll get as drunk as I damn well please. Is that a problem?
Hell no, it's not. I was just saying, it's been fun.
Fun, huh? Well, maybe I have shown too much of my hand. If I was still the boss, my bodyguards would have stopped me by now.
Oh, really? I hope I didn't kill your buzz.
Nah, I know you're the kind of guy that just says whatever pops into his head. I'm gonna go sober up.
Yeah, sure. Let's get another drink when you're up for it.
Sounds good. Same goes for you, all right?
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Welcome. Thanks.
Hey, Namba! You thinking what I'm thinking?
If it's a drink you want, I can't. I have to take care of some shopping.
You? Shopping?
It's for the bartender. He told me he'd give me an extension on my tab if I ran a couple errands for him. Pain in the ass all the same.
Man, you are getting a much better deal than he is.
Maybe so. In any case, I'll see you around.
Okay. See you in a bit.
Running around doing manual labor at my age. Where did I go wrong?
So, Namba and Mizue-chan. I assume you're hatching a plan to reunite them?
Hold on. How in the heck did you...
Eavesdropping on customers has never been my policy. But you two hardly count.
You mean you were listening in when Namba was pouring his heart out?
Not like I tried to. I just happened to be at the counter and something he said made me put two and two together.
What do you mean?
There's a bar I go to every so often. Just got themselves a new hostess. I believe her name's Futaba.
What's she got to do with Namba?
Well, as it turns out, this Futaba had been a nurse up until just recently. She was telling me about her nursing life at the hospital, and in the middle of her story, wouldn't you know it, a medicine theft turned up. She said a nurse who worked there, some guy, admitted to the theft before the cops could get involved.
What? But that could only mean...
I know. She had to have been talking about Namba. If that's true, then the two of them worked at the very same hospital. Naturally, I'd assume she would know when Mizue-chan is leaving.
Have you told Namba any of this?
No, not yet. Besides, he said it himself. He couldn't reach out to his colleagues even if he wanted to. On the other hand, I'm sure his drinking buddy could reach out on his behalf.
I get you. Man, you came strong with that one.
But listen, if you do go and meet Futaba, I wouldn't tell Namba if I were you.
Yeah. Wouldn't want to make it seem like I'm doing it behind his back.
I figured as much. So I called Futaba's bar and spoke to the mama there. She said Futaba's on her way.
She's on her way here? Wait, is that why you sent Namba shopping? Dude, how do you think that many moves ahead?
Bringing people together is what a bartender does. All I can do is facilitate. The rest is up to you.
then I won't let this chance go to waste.
Hey. So, my boss said you wanted to see me?
You're Futaba-san?
In the flesh. Am I supposed to know you?
No, I just wanted to ask you a few things. Here, have a seat.
How long's this gonna take? I'm off today, and I was planning to hit the pachinko parlor.
Okay, I'll make it quick. And now listen, you were a nurse before, right?
Yeah, and?
One of your colleagues got fired for selling off meds. You remember who that was?
God, how would I know?
I'm sure you heard something. I'm thinking he's a friend of mine.
Look, the only thing I know about it is that the guy was some four-eyed mope.
Oh, that has to be Namba.
That name does ring a bell. Hey, hon. No way. Shut up! They raised the jackpot?! Babe, do not let anyone sit there! I'm on my way right now!
Before you go, tell me, do you know anyone named Mizue-chan? She worked with you at the hospital, and...
Who even cares?! You're wasting my pachinko time!
Wait, we're not done!
Hey, guys.
Namba, hey! Back already? Man, you shop quick.
Yeah, well, I forgot the shopping list, so I had to come back and get it. Anyway, who was that walking out of here just now?
Say what?
I couldn't see her face or anything, but wasn't there a lady just in here?
Nah, you need better glasses, man. Nobody came in or out of here, right, bartender?
Yeah.
Huh? Is there a reason you two are acting suspicious as hell?
Whoa, let's tone it down, buddy.
Could it be the two of you were conspiring to throw me a surprise birthday party?
Uh-huh.
You knew I had a birthday coming up, so you two must have gotten together to plan the whole thing out.
Yup. You got us, man. Now the surprise is ruined.
See, I knew it. You always go over the top when it comes to these things. So, what kind of party we talking here? Give me a hint.
Sorry, man. Top secret.
You can't even give me a hint? Sure would cheer me up.
It might now, but wouldn't you rather save some excitement for your birthday?
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
They say hunger is the best spice, and, suspense is the spice of birthdays. Totally. So how about you kick back and let me spice this birthday up?
All right, I'm convinced. I'll try to be patient.
There's a champ. Trust me, it'll be worth it.
All right. As soon as I'm back from the store, we are drinking.
I'll be here, man. Oh, and you better not pull some I forgot my wallet crap again.
Shoot. I actually did forget my wallet.
This guy. Hey, I see someone.
Of course. I've wanted to have a surprise party ever since.
Right.
Well, how's it coming along? The party plans, I mean.
Oh, great.
Well, don't overthink it. I'm just grateful for the effort.
No way. I'm using practically all the brainpower I have on this.
Namba, can I borrow Kasuga for a moment?
Why? What's going on?
It's about your birthday. Wouldn't want to ruin the surprise, now would we?
No, we sure wouldn't.
Shall we, Kasuga?
Sure.
So I spoke on the phone with the mama who runs the bar.
What bar?
The one Futaba works at. Apparently, she was caught stealing.
She's stealing?
I know. What's more, Futaba is apparently quite a playgirl. I hear her latest boyfriend has her hooked on pachinko.
Jeez.
Anyway, the mama started crying and asked me to get back her money. Futaba should be over at Pirates, one of the local pachinko parlors.
So she's gambling with stolen money? What a catch.
Yeah, listen. Would you mind taking care of this? I think it'll be a good chance to get more details about Mizue-chan.
Good idea. I can get the money and the info out of Futaba in one fell swoop.
Excellent.
Babe, you hungry for sushi or yakiniku?
Shit, why not both? You hit the freaking jackpot just now.
Baby, I am the jackpot.
Hold up. Shouldn't you be giving that money back to your boss?
This loser again. What do you even want from me?
A couple things. First, you need to give back the money you stole from your job. And second, I need info on Mizue-chan, a nurse you used to work with. Dreams of going overseas, helping people in need. Any of that ring a bell? Anyway, I know she plans on leaving the country as part of a hospital program. I need to find out when.
Yeah, well, what does she matter to you?
Remember that guy Namba? The one who got busted selling meds? Turns out he didn't do a goddamn thing. It was actually all Mizue-chan. Granted, she only resorted to theft to pay off her parents' debt. But it was Namba who took the fall, admitting to the crimes himself. Yeah, I think he really had a thing for the chick, to be honest with you. Bottom line is, I want to help Namba see Mizue-chan off, and you're my ticket. Huh? You think this is funny?
As if Mizue would ever do something so honest.
What do you mean? She said she was inspired by Florence Nightingale.
Yeah? Then tell me, why'd she end up working at a bar in the shittiest part of Ijincho?
Since when does she work at a bar?
Ever since she realized her pay was so pathetic that she had to resort to stealing? That sound like a noble nurse to you?
Wait, are you trying to tell me?
That's right, dumbass. I'm Mizue. Futaba's just a hostess name.
You're Mizue? You're nothing like Namba said.
Oh, sure. The creep who could never keep his eyes off me. Just the thought of him makes me want to throw up. Though he did turn out to be a good patsy. Didn't see that one coming. Guess my little damsel in distress story won him over. You dumb boys are always looking for a chance to play hero.
But what about your parents' big debt?
Are you dense? I wanted some money to hit the pachinko slots with, and that's what I got.
So, all that shit about going overseas, following in the footsteps of Nightingale?
I can play such a convincing little angel. All that time I spent in my high school drama club literally paid off.
And you're just fine letting Namba's sacrifice go to waste?
Even if he hadn't intervened, I would have just kept on doing it. Not like it mattered. I knew I'd get busted eventually. Then I just drifted like a flower from city to city, man to man. Heartbreaking, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm real torn up. You did my friend dirty there, lady. If he ever finds out he helped the fucking Wicked Witch, he'd die inside.
Son of a bitch. You calling my girl names? I get it, but I'll fuck you up.
Kick his ass, babe! Send him to my old emergency room!
He's certainly welcome to try. Heck, I'll call the ambulance myself.
Oh yeah? I don't know, man. I'm feeling lucky today. In fact, I'm on a winning streak. Yo, help me kill this scruffy piece of shit. Hell yeah! Show me what you got. Yeah. Hora, kuyo. Why no? Check this out.
Ass-kicking time! Come on now! Let's get it done! Check this out! That's how you do it!
Well, at least I kick ass at Chinko.
Babe, wait! Atsushi-chan!
Stop right there. You need to return what you stole.
Barkeep!
I figured out Futaba's real name. She can thank her boss for that.
I can't believe Namba gave up his entire career.
Perhaps he's better off not knowing the truth.
Yeah, but isn't it wrong to hide this kind of stuff? Especially from a guy who's had my back.
And you'd repay him by pushing him over the edge? Look, it's not my place to tell you what to do anyway. This is between you and Namba. You two are close. I know you'll do what's best.
But how will I know what's best?
Hey, we're done here, right? I think I'll just leave the money here and go.
Not so fast.
What now?
You said you were in drama club, right?
Yeah, so what?
You owe me a favor. And don't try to weasel your way out.
Okay?
Sup, fellas?
Hey, Chiban. Where have you been?
All over. Prepping for your big birthday blowout?
Damn, man. You're gonna drive me crazy with all this birthday talk. You sure you can't give me a hint?
Nope, not gonna spoil the surprise. Actually, there is one thing I've gotta ask.
Yeah, what is it?
When is your birthday, anyway?
Dude, well, how can you plan a party if you don't even know the freaking date?
Come on, I'm just double-checking. To get the facts straight.
Excuse me. Is there a Nanba-san here?
Mizue-chan. Is that you?
Nanba-san! Oh, it's been so long!
Well, yeah, but what are you doing here? And that bag, does that mean?
That's right. I'm transferring overseas, like I've always dreamed. I fly out today.
Wow. So that dream is about to come true. Good for you, Mizue-chan.
Before that, I need to apologize. I let you take the fall for me without a second thought.
Don't mention it. I was a piss-poor nurse anyway. I'm happy it was you who stayed.
But you sacrificed everything for me!
That was worth it. As long as you're happy, I don't have any regrets. If you're gonna be like Nightingale, you got some big shoes to fill, right? I'll be rooting for you from here.
Thank you. That means a lot. I hate to cut this short, but I need to catch my plane.
No problem. And take care of yourself. So long, Mizue-chan.
I'm happy for you, bro.
You know what? So am I.
Isn't that cool, though? She came out of her way just to see you.
She didn't do much. You, on the other hand, that was cool.
Huh? What's that even mean?
What happened just now? I know that was all you're doing.
Wait, then what else do you know about Mizue-chan?
Well, I overheard the bartender talking on the phone. So, I pretty much know everything.
Then why'd you play dumb?
I don't know. Maybe it just feels good when people are being nice to me.
Well, fuck me. I really thought I pulled that one off.
In friendship, you get what you give. And that includes trying to trick people.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't want to trick you, but I didn't want you to get hurt either.
No need to apologize. It's on me to accept that Mizue-chan wasn't who I thought she was. I'm just glad I have a friend like you around, Ichiban.
Namba.
Forget it. As I recall, we were gonna have a drink.
Yeah, you're damn right.
Yo, Kasuga-kun. I've already got a good buzz going.
Oh yeah? Nice. Could use one of those myself. Mind if I join you?
Sure. I was getting kind of bored drinking by myself.
So, what are the Yokohama Ryuman guys up to now? Any of them ever swing by your place?
Nah, I don't see them too much. And the ones who sided with Mabuchi seem pretty hesitant to get anywhere near me.
Sounds about right. I mean, they did stage a full-on mutiny and shit. Do you ever wonder why they sided with Mabuchi instead of you?
Not really. But if I know those guys as well as I think, I'd say it was because Mabuchi was easy to understand.
Easy to understand? How you figure?
His goals were crystal clear. Everything from money and power. If rules had to be broken or blood had to be spilled, so be it.
So, in Mabuchi's world, as long as you had balls and muscle, you could work your way to the top.
Even if you stepped on your boys to get there. Long as you swore loyalty to Mabuchi.
Damn, that could get messed up fast. And I thought I heard somewhere that Mabuchi was actually pretty smart. That true?
Oh yeah. He spoke multiple languages, ran numbers better than a calculator, and most important of all, he was just fine with breaking kneecaps. He was born for the underworld. If he'd been Tojo, I bet he would have gone even farther than you.
Honestly, anybody would look like hot shit compared to me. I was known around town as Rock Bottom Ichiban for a while.
I see. Well, I take back what I said.
Why's that?
You got something Mabuchi doesn't. That's why me and so many others gravitate toward you.
Is that right?
Anyway, what I wanted to say was that the younger Mabuchi had some talent. Yeah, I even went as far as asking Mabuchi to be my right-hand man because of it.
Huh? You mean you're the guy that gave him all that power?
Oh yeah, I guess I am.
Come on, man, that's not something to laugh about.
Nah, you see, Mabuchi was just that special of a guy back then. He wasn't the type to just chill on the sidelines. Guy won me over too.
How exactly?
When Mabuchi was younger, he just had this, I don't know, I guess you'd call it aspiration. He was going straight to the top, and he had the talent to get there too. He had something I didn't. It's probably why I was so drawn to him. Just like you, Kasuga-kun. Now that I think about it, you two were pretty alike.
Come on, don't say that. Not when Mabuchi became such a scumbag. How'd that happen anyway?
Thinking about it now, I imagine it had something to do with him being promoted to officer. From that moment on, he would challenge me right out in the open. Didn't matter that we were roughly the same age and I outranked him. He probably didn't like that I was born into the top spots, nor that I kept up the weak cooperation policy. Mabuchi was pretty goddamn assertive. As far as I know, I was nothing but a thorn in his side.
Well, then, sounds like you should have known he'd betray you eventually.
Nah, I probably would have trusted him no matter what he said. But I know my old man and his boys didn't think too highly of him. They said he'd betray us for sure, so it would be better to get rid of him sooner rather than later. They were pretty quick to try and make him disappear.
So what'd you do?
I fought back. I probably mentioned this earlier, but I think it's really dumb when people kill the guys in their own inner circles. And this was during a time when responsibility was starting to fall to me and Mabuchi instead of the old boys. Stomping out Mabuchi was like stomping out our future. So I stood up to them. The elders were pretty tough to persuade. That's the first and only time in my life I'd grovel like that.
You did all that for Mabuchi? Why go through that for a guy who hates you?
True, Mabuchi was a fucking weirdo, and at times an evil son of a bitch. He wasn't likable either. But he had a passion I didn't have. He had talent, and above everything else, I thought of him as my brother. You can see why I don't want him dead.
You're right. Sorry, I was out of line.
I'm getting used to you doing that. Don't worry about it.
Good thing you get me.
Why is that?
Because talking like this is great. I see now you're a pretty passionate guy, Zhao.
Oh, me?
Yeah, stop fronting so much already. You're always pulling that shit. That's why I could never figure you the hell out. Now that we're a couple drinks in, I feel like I'm finally getting to know the real Zhao. You got a lot of heart, and you care about your family. That goes a long way in my book.
It's kind of embarrassing when you say it out loud like that.
Look at you, your face is all red. What's up with that?
I'm just drunk. Let's keep knocking him back, yeah?
Sure. To Zhao-senpai, for keeping it real. Cheers!
Cheers. Kasuga-kun. Just in time. I was waiting for you.
What's up? Did something happen?
I'll get right to the point. Mabuchi's come back to Ijincho.
Wait, really? I thought you gave him and his boys the boot.
Right? Ain't that some shit? After we let him go and everything.
Yeah. Do you think he wants back in the Yokohama Lumang?
Who knows? I don't think he has that kind of power anymore. Most of his lackeys bailed on him.
What about the Omi? Is it possible they're still backing him?
The Omi Alliance wouldn't have any use for him at this point.
Well, if that's true, wouldn't it mean his return isn't much of a threat?
That's what I'm thinking. Mabuchi's out with the trash now. Bet you're happy about that.
Maybe. But remember, he was in control of Ijincho not that long ago.
I'm sure I've said it before, but the real issue is with Songhui.
Yeah. She'd be setting a bad example if she didn't bring the hammer down on the guy who torched their home.
Yep. She's running the show now. Songhui finds out Mabuchi's back, he's as good as dead.
True. So, what do you want to do about all this?
I want to chase him off before the Komi Jewel make their move.
So you still won't turn your back on him? Even after all he's done?
Right? Think I'm just too soft. But when it comes down to it, he's still my brother. Even though he acts nothing like it. Guy tried to kill me for shit's sake.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with being soft. You're better off that way, if you ask me. I like knowing there's actually a beating heart somewhere in that chest of yours.
Don't tell me you're surprised, Kasuga-kun. Bastard.
Anyway, if we're gonna get to him before the Komi Jewel, we can't be sitting on our asses. Once we find out where he is, we're gonna have to move quick. If you need a hand, just let me know.
Kasuga-kun, thanks. You know, if anyone's a softie here, I'd say it's you.
Does that make you think any less of me?
Nah, quite the opposite. I think it's actually pretty cool.
Good shit.
Well, seeing as you're here, I imagine you got some free time right now.
What if I do?
Want to tag along with me as backup? A meeting with Mabuchi.
You found out where he's hiding?
Oh, yeah. He sent over one of his guys.
Really? Who?
Yo.
Wait, you're Zhang, right? Mabuchi sent you? Why are you on his side? Last I checked, he didn't give you the time of day.
Shut it. Lao Ma needs me now more than ever.
Guess he really did lose a lot of boys. The only ones left are weaklings who got nowhere else to go.
What the fuck you say?
Easy, Zhang. Just let it go. So, are we going to Mabuchi's super secret hideout or not?
I'll take you there. Just follow me.
Hang on a sec. Just what does Mabuchi want with us?
He wants permission to return to Yujin-sho. And he's not asking you, Kasuga. He's asking the boss.
The Liu Meng's under Songhui now. You know that, right?
Yeah, but Lao Ma said he wants to make things right with you first.
The Komiju lost their home because of him. I don't think he has much chance of being forgiven, you know?
He knows that.
And he still wants to apologize to Zhao? That doesn't sound like Mabuchi to me. Don't you figure it's a trap?
What do you think? But if we want to see Mabuchi, we'll have to go along with it.
Yeah, you're right. Let's go. Hey, I know this place. And this is the tunnel where Mabuchi locked us up.
There's very few places the Komijo's eyes don't see. Heh. You scared, Kasuga?
Watch your mouth before I put my foot in it.
Kasuga-kun, stop!
Huh?
We're blocked in.
What? Zhao, what the hell? You said he hardly had any guys left.
I guess I underestimated the number a bit. He's still got some fans.
I did just as you asked, Lao Ma.
Long time no see, Zhao.
Yeah. Didn't think I'd see you again, Mabuchi.
So I'm thinking Zhao ain't getting any apology from you after all. We're just here to be slaughtered.
That's right. If I offer up your heads, I'll have a seat at the Omi Alliance table for sure.
Seriously? You still hoping to move up in the world even after you've been laid so low? How's that gonna happen, man?
Money and power, whatever it takes. This endless ambition of mine is what I live for.
Still getting played by the Omi. You're smart, but you never learn, Mabuchi.
Think you can keep up that smirk? Remember how much fun we had at Qingjin? I say we pick up where we left off.
Fuck's sake, give it up. This is getting more pathetic by the minute.
Shut up.
Come on, Mabuchi. Can't you see? Zhao came here because he cares about you. He still sees you as his brother, even now. Wake the hell up, before you do something you can't take back.
Shut up, Kasuga, you bastard! It's your fault I'm in this mess!
No, you listen to me, damn it!
It's fine, Kasuga-kun. I'm starting to get real pissed off at our friend here. I think the only way I can get through to him is by slugging him one. You're about to see a real different side of me. So keep this shit on the down low, alright?
Huh?
Hey, Mabuchi! Why don't you cut out the sneaky shit and face me man to man? You want my head? Well, come and get it! I'm right here!
You asked for it. I'll kill you!
Yakuza? Sure, I'll go with it. Right.
You're in it now!
お前、死ぬね。なんだ？掲げきなよ。
Where do you wanna be? Let's go!
なまるな。お？やるか？やるのか？
You're in it now!
殺されたいらしいね。
Oh!
I got this.
On it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Here it comes.
I'm over here.
Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
This'll be good. This one's my special. Get ready, buddy. Grand Slam!
I got this.
Just gonna stand the fact. Wanna see some magic shit? Too easy.
Shit.
Lama, everyone's wiped out. We're finished.
This is the last time I'll say it. Get your ass out of Ijincho right the fuck now. Songhui already knows you're here. If you stick around, she'll kill you.
As if I'd ever let the Komijul catch me.
Damn it, Mabuchi. It's time to stop! Do you really think you can keep this up? Her guys only left you alone until now because she was doing me a favor. That's what your life hangs on, man. Just one little favor.
Zhao.
Look, I know you hate my guts. Well, guess what? I hate yours too. But no matter how much I hate you, no matter how far you fall, you're still my brother. I don't want to see you die. You hear me? I don't want you going out like that. I've said all I needed to. It's in your hands now. So you can either die or get lost. Your choice. Whatever you choose, this is goodbye. Take care, Laoma.
Damn you.
Let's go, Kasugaku.
Sure.
I haven't had to yell like that in a while, and now I'm thirsty. Drinking really is man's only salvation.
Sounds like you're not used to yelling your real feelings like you did. Maybe you should do it more often.
No way. Wears me out. And I'll be real with you, it just ain't me. Feels lame.
You think? I kinda like that side of Zhao. It was nice feeling like I could see past those shades of yours. You act all detached from everyone, but deep down, You got a big old squirming mess of feelings, don't you?
Guess these shades don't hide shit. You'll keep this off the record, won't you?
I don't know if I should.
Oh, don't fuck with me about this. Promise you won't say anything.
You never know.
Ah, but I know. You're too good a friend to pull that.
You're right about that. And you know what good friends do?
Ah, they get too drunk to talk about that kind of shit.
Damn straight. You want to do another round?
Hell yeah.
Yo, Jungi Han. If you're here drinking by yourself, I might as well join you.
Is that so? Well, I have no reason to tell you no. Do as you like. By the way, Kasuga-san, there's something I should tell you.
What's up?
I was contacted by someone in the Komijuru. I've been told a group of people have been looking into me as of late. They seem to have learned that Jungi Han is somewhere in Ijincho.
No fooling. What's that all about?
No, we don't have much to go on at the moment. Nonetheless, we verified suspicious activity in my wake. That said, if they come seeking hostility, you and the others may be dragged into it along with me.
You know I don't mind getting dragged into your bullshit. We're tight.
That's precisely why I don't want to trouble you.
Don't be stupid. What's a friend for if you can't cause him some trouble every now and then? I welcome it with open arms, in fact. I can handle whatever shady shit you can throw at me.
Such enthusiasm. I can't say I'm not amused.
So, any guess as to who these guys might be?
I can't be 100% certain, but it's highly likely that they're remnants of the Jingon Mafia.
Jingon Mafia? Then, they're basically old allies, right?
It's hard to say. To them, I'm just cannon fodder, impersonating their dead boss. Perhaps they see that as unforgivable, in which case their goal would be to punish me.
Punish?
It's possible they'd go so far as to kill me.
Then, couldn't we just avoid all this shit by saying you're not Jungi Han anymore?
Maybe so.
It's gotta be weird being another person forever. It's probably best to just be yourself, right? If I were you, I'd try to get my old name and face back.
A name is one thing. A face, however, it's not something you can change time and time again. Moreover, I'm still waiting for more information on my pursuers. We shouldn't need to take action just yet.
Well, it's your call, so I'm good with that. But won't it be a drag if you get caught with your pants down and you're left wishing you would have been ready?
Right. I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Man, you're always playing it so fucking cool. Would it kill you to listen to someone else for once?
I'd ask that you refrain from praise. You'll only embarrass me.
It wasn't a damn compliment.
Yes, I'm doing fine. Thank you for your concern, Sunghui.
Yo, what'd she say?
Oh, nothing. She just asked for an update on the situation. That's all.
Yeah? Bet it feels pretty good knowing a babe like her's looking out for you.
I'm blessed to serve one such as she. The Jungi-Han I served before was quite the blessing as well. If I'm to talk about Jungi-Han, I'll need to provide some backstory.
Cool with me. I got plenty of time.
Ha! Then I hope you're prepared to sit for a while.
Sure, I'm all ears.
My father was one of the stray Qingwan Mafia I mentioned earlier. And to speak further, he was a lowly thug left behind in a foreign land. In my youth, I was relentlessly beaten by my father, in addition to being neglected by those around me. Home, school, no place provided me with even the slightest bit of sanctuary. Thinking back on it, I'm sure I was a rather dissolute child.
Well, you're not alone in feeling like you got no place to go. Plenty of people feel that way, even civilians.
Feelings of isolation are really that common, huh? Not sure if I should be comforted or not.
Sorry, didn't derail the story, did I?
The real Jungi-Han had also been raised in a poor and neglected environment like me. But rumors of his strength, intelligence, and ambition started to swirl. And as the men from my father's generation grew older, Jungi-Han started gaining more and more power. In fact, it was thanks to him that the stray Jingon found any success in Kamurocho at all. While the Tojo clan was being choked by anti-violence laws, the Jingon Mafia were steadily gaining a sense of existence.
Sounds like he must have been pretty cool.
Yes. But my father, who underestimated him as some young greenhorn, failed to prove his worth and was left trying to catch up. A staunch alcoholic, he used what drunken wit he had to try to get close to the young leader. So, eventually he worked out a plan. He would mold his own son's face, set him up as a body double, and offer him as tribute.
What?
I was drugged by my father, and this was done to me while I slept.
No way. He did all that just to impress the boss?
When he was presented with a body double, even the real Jung Han could only force a smile. But he saw what had gone into my face, and he respected the effort. So he said it was a fair offer, and took me under his wing.
And what's your father doing now?
He's long since passed away. His health was already in steady decline, and for what it's worth, I'm sure he wasn't opposed to dying at the bottom of a bottle.
That's a shame. Guess you two weren't super close then.
Jung Han kept me at his side as much as possible so that I might learn his mannerisms. Strangely enough, it was the only place that finally felt like home. I was very much his servant, and he was very much my master. But in spite of that, we shared a lot of laughs in the long time we spent together. A lot of drinks as well. And though I was his double, it would be rude of me to say that we came to resemble twins.
So the way you're talking right now, that's something Jungi Han taught you?
The real Jung Han had a way with words I never will. And when he walked into a room, you knew it. Try as I might, I would never reach his level.
Hearing you say all that makes me even more curious.
About what, may I ask?
I'm pretty curious how you managed to totally imitate this guy.
Oh?
Changing your face is one thing, but to be able to be just like the guy means you're, like, a master impersonator or some shit.
Unfortunately, it's far more than impersonation. It's a lifestyle, which requires one to change on the inside as well.
Well, sorry for asking about something so stupid then.
Not at all. It's been a long time since I've laughed like this.
But you know, despite me saying sorry, there's still one thing I gotta ask.
And that is?
Isn't it about time you told me your real name?
Ah.
Still a no, huh?
Ha. Just a little taken aback is all. I have no problem telling you. When I was first brought into this world, I was given the name Yeonsu Kim.
Yeonsu Kim.
I have no intention of returning to that name. Not when the real Jung Han has already passed away.
The real one took a bullet to the head, yeah?
Correct. There was conflict with a group from Hiroshima that had made its way into Tokyo. As far as I'm concerned, the Jingon Mafia died along with him. At the time, I was given the role of staring down the other hostile groups within Kamurocho as Jung Han. But with their real boss dead, the remaining Jingon Mafia in Kamurocho were nothing but paper tigers. Should our enemies have discovered this, we would have been ousted and probably killed.
If it were me, I probably would have gotten the hell out of Kamurocho. Left everything behind.
Yes, that's precisely what I did. The few remaining members at my side did the same. But seeing as the Jingon Mafia was all I'd ever had, I had no place to go. No refuge where I might reconvene with my allies. I was lost and alone in the world, like a man dying of thirst in the desert, surrounded by a hungry pack of wolves.
Sounds like you had it rough.
I found a faint glimmer of hope in the Korean community here in Japan. But even they refused to accept me, as I was nothing but a criminal to them. Thinking on it now, I should have expected as much from those living an honest life. But still, in my confusion and dismay, I challenged them, asking why they would abandon one of their own.
I get that.
It was enough to make them call the police. And I'm sure that under normal circumstances, I would have been taken away. However...
Huh? Come on, man. Don't just leave me hanging.
The police officers were imposters. And instead of being incarcerated, I was brought to my new home, Yokohama Ijincho.
So those fake officers, were they?
Members of the Komijul, sent to retain me under the orders of Samui. It turned out that the Komijul was a place that many former Jingon members had drifted to. Those that distanced themselves from Kamurocho slowly but surely found their way there.
Oh yeah. Songhui did mention something about the Komijul having roots in the Jingon Mafia.
Indeed. Komijul is essentially a safe haven for refugees. That's why they tend to keep quiet and remain exceedingly closed off. For many years, they spied on the Jingon Mafia in Kamurocho from a distance, keeping close watch on their movements. I was fortunately saved by the hand that the Komijul had extended to me. Moreover, Songhui told me what had happened to the real Jungi-han. That he had been shot in the head by an assassin hired by the Hiroshima Yakuza, taken by surprise from the shadows.
An assassin? So what'd you guys do? You kill him?
No. By the time I'd learned of his existence, he was already dead. I wasn't even given the chance for revenge. I spent many of the following days in despair. But even though I was in such a hollow state, Songhui patiently waited for my recovery. She was more like family to me than my abusive father could have ever hoped to be. A sister to replace the brother I had found in Jungi-han. Frankly, nothing would hurt me more than to betray her expectations and disappoint her. And Kasuga-san, as for you and me... I'm wondering what sort of boss you will be. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do.
I don't remember ever becoming your boss. Right now, I think drinking buddy is a better term, don't you?
I see. Then I will do my best to live up to that title.
Well, guess that's finally it for introductions. He sure is shy, that young Soo Kim. Yo!
Perfect timing, Kasuga-san. There's something I must tell you.
Huh?
I believe I mentioned that a group was looking for me in and around Ijincho. And that the Komijou were looking into their motives and identities.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. You learn anything new?
Yes. It seems they've disappeared from Ijincho. They've avoided the Komijou's nets at every turn.
Well, you sure as shit look calm. Or is that just me?
How very observant of you.
So what's your take on all this?
It's possible that the group in question has left the city. And I imagine it's because they found their target.
Their target?
What I mean is, I believe my enemies have already ascertained my location and are waiting for the opportune moment to strike.
Huh.
If that's the case, then they're quite skilled. They've managed to elude the Komijou's eyes this whole time.
But that's bad news, right?
Yes. And for you and everyone else around me, we could fall right into their hands at any moment.
Okay, but that's only if we sit around and wait, right?
What?
No point in being such a stranger. We'll lend you a hand. Let's find these creeps together. Hit them before they hit us. You feel me?
The Komijou have been looking into their whereabouts. Even so, they've proven quite difficult to find. Finding them on our own won't be easy.
So you really think they're Jingang Mafia remnants? You were saying something about that last time, right? That they might be after you because you're using your old boss's name?
Yes, I have no reason to deny that given the circumstances.
Then why not drop the Jungi Han thing and go back to being Youngsu Kim? I'm guessing there's some reason you can't do that. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
No, there's nothing preventing me from doing so. I simply wish to continue being Jungi Han.
Even if it means being hunted down?
I don't wish to get you or the others involved in the Jingon Mafia's troubles. But it appears to be too late, so I may be troubling you already. Everyone should be on their guard. My pursuers could attack at any time.
You forget who you're talking to or something?
I'm sorry?
We've tangled with both the Ijin 3 and the Omi Alliance guys. We couldn't let our guards down even if we wanted to. Adding the Jingon Mafia to that list ain't gonna make us any less ready.
Interesting. It seems our little party is much tougher than I expected. Then I'm amongst reliable friends. Maybe I am allowed to trouble you after all.
So what now? Do we toast to our new friendship yet?
No, I won't be getting that close. It would be out of character for Jungi Han.
Keep putting yourself on a pedestal like that and we'll start leaving you out. Yo, bartender! What's up with this one here? If nobody's drinking it, can I have it?
Jeez. Could you be any more of a cheapskate? Jungi Han was just sitting there.
Jungi Han? Well, he ain't here now. Where the hell'd he go?
Dunno. Went somewhere in a hurry. Looked like he got a phone call and rushed out.
A phone call? Hope those Jingon guys aren't causing any trouble for him. I'm guessing this wasn't more than a few minutes ago?
Yeah. You pretty much just missed each other.
Got it. I'll go see if I can find him then. What's so important it gets you to leave your drink behind, huh, Jungi Han? Oh, shit. Yo, fancy seeing you here.
Ha! Are you not embarrassed?
I don't do embarrassed.
I've been aware of your presence from the moment you started following me. I pretended not to notice because I didn't want to embarrass you in front of others. Hence, my bringing you to a place so secluded.
Really? Okay, I'm a little embarrassed.
Kasuga-san, you were worried about me, were you not? I can't say I blame you. It just so happens, I'm currently in a position where I could use your help.
Huh?
Where I'm going will be difficult to access alone. Would you care to accompany me?
Oh, an invitation from the great Jungi Han himself, huh?
It's nice every once in a while, is it not?
The hell is this place? A strip club? It doesn't look like they're up and running.
Yes, your assessment is correct.
What gives? Why'd we come here?
I should fill you in. You are not the only one following me, Kasuga-san. However, they would have never revealed themselves while under the Komijo's gaze.
Then you knew we were watching. Is that right, Yansu? Come now. Why isolate yourself like this?
I'm not Yansu. I'm Jungi Han. It's certainly been a while, though, hasn't it?
So the fake wants to become the boss. You think we'd let you get away with that?
Wait, these guys are...
Yes, they're survivors of the Jingon Mafia. They came here after hearing whispers of Jungi Han's name. According to the Komijo, 7 of them have been watching me throughout Ijincho. I had recently learned that they had closed in on my location, which meant that I could take them all down at once.
And that's why you lured them here.
They would have been too much to handle on my own. But fortunately, Kasuga-san, you decided to follow me. Would you be upset if I expected your help in this matter?
Man, why didn't you say so earlier? Why'd you have to tell me last minute?
If I had told you then, your face would have given my plan away. I can't say I had much faith in your crafty side.
The Jingwan Mafia will eventually be rebuilt, but you have no right to be its leader. Don't you dare assume Jungi Han's name, traitor!
Do your worst. Watch me.
You're in it now!
I got this! Yeah!
You're in for it now. Eyes on him.
Come on, let's go! You're done now! Let's go!
Well,
Take this! I got this! Try this! Out of the way! Hora!
watch me.
Hora! Kuyo! Let's go!
Prepare to suffer.
Cool!
Well,
Come on!
watch me.
Hora! Kuyo! You're in it! Yeah!
Well,
Let's go! The enemy is defeated!
Impossible.
Kasuga-san, stay on your guard and make sure none of them escape.
Yeah, sure thing. But, what are you planning to do with these guys? We've done enough. You're not set on killing them, are you?
I suppose we'll just wait and see.
Yansu Kim isn't capable of that. He's Jungi Han in face only. Second-rate trash. Once the boss was gone, he took off running. He's completely useless. Well, what's your excuse? Why be a double if you can't die like one?
I concede that I failed to serve my purpose as a body double. And I cannot refute being called useless. It is as you say. However, the reason I've chosen to remain Jungi Han, even now, is for all of you. I have no intention of leading the Jingon Mafia.
What?
Gotta say, I'm lost here too.
The day Jungi Han was killed and the organization crumbled, what were each of you doing? And where?
Huh? What are you getting at?
You were most likely without a place to go, surviving with little or no purpose, were you not? We were a people who had finally found their place, thanks to Jung-Yi-Han. It was our only place. After the organization was lost, there was nowhere any of us could turn to. The same was true for me as well. It was by luck, and luck alone, that I was saved by Ijincho's Komijul. I wanted to help. I wanted to offer my hand to those of you that had lost everything of the lives they had once known. However, I had no way of finding all of you once you had dispersed and gone into hiding. That being the case, rather than search for you individually, I decided I'd have you come to Ijincho. If rumors of your dead boss wandering the streets surfaced, you wouldn't be able to resist seeing if they were true. And should you have come to reason that said person was your boss's double,
I knew you guys wouldn't be able to let that slide, and you'd come out for blood. Sooner or later, you'd all make your way down to Ijincho.
You really did this to help us?
yes. If you'd been sniffing around down here, then surely you would have heard about the Komijul at some point. Although I imagine the origins of the Komijul never made themselves known to you.
What origins?
The Komijul are Chingon Mafia refugees. Those who were sent to Kamurocho by the mainland and lost.
What?
By the end of the 1980s, the ones who managed to escape found shelter here in Ijincho, Yokohama's gray zone. The Komijul had been ready to help those like you and me. I've remained Jung-Yi-Han so that you might take my hand and come home. It's been my aim to see that not a single one of us gets left behind.
So it's true. It really was for all of us.
Son of a bitch, man. Why you always gotta be so cool?
My apologies for causing you so much trouble.
So, are those guys gonna join up with the Komijul?
Yes. As long as people have a place to call home, I'm hoping they'll use the Komijul as footing and eventually stand on their own.
That's gotta be the most sentimental thing a dude dressed like that has ever said, man.
This outfit belongs to the boss I respected. If you're going to make fun of it, I'll be forced to defend his honor.
Wait, huh? Come on, dude, lighten up. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Some jokes cross into slander, and that I cannot abide. If it wasn't coming from you, that is.
Huh?
You know, outside of Song Hui, you are the only person I've ever revealed myself to. There is nothing more to hide at this point.
So, how's it feel? Bet you're pretty relieved, huh?
As much as I'd hate to admit it, you're right. It's nice to take off the mask sometimes. So, would that make us friends at this point, Kasuga-san?
You really asking for confirmation? I didn't think you were the type.
My apologies.